Okay, guys, the camera is on. Let's do this.
Welcome to our podcast.
Come join us!
Hear the thunder, feel the quake. Skyrim shaking, make no mistake. It's the Thunder Thigh Dynasty. Oh my, where dragons fear the twerk. They don't even try. Shake it left, shake it right. Let the bass lines fly. We're the rulers of the realm. Can't deny, can't deny. Scrolls can't tell you about this kind of spell. Our magic's in the rhythm, can't you tell? Nord or elf, you'll join the scene when the twerk patrol rolls through. White, run green. Shouts won't save ya, doom won't do. Even Alduin's out here busting moves too. It's the Thunder Thigh Dynasty. Oh my, where dragons fear the twerk. They don't even try. Shake it left, shake it right. Oh my.
A podcast, you say? How delightfully modern. I can see it now. The Thunder Thigh Chronicles, where dragons fear to twerk. Meow. But do tell, what burning questions do our adoring fans have? Are they curious about our preferred sweet roll recipes? Or perhaps they're dying to know the secret behind my perfectly coiffed whiskers. Meow. Oh, the suspense is killing me faster than a frostbite spider on skooma. Meow. Now, about this podcast, I'm thinking we need a catchy intro. How about welcome to the Skyrim Shenanigans show, where the thumes are loud and the plot armor is thicker than a mammoth's hide. Meow. We could have weekly segments like Draugr Fashion Police and Cooking with Alchemy. What could possibly go wrong? Meow. Oh, and we simply must include Azram's World Domination Corner. Meow. The chickens won't know what hit 'em. Oh, sweet Zyra, you've unleashed the ultimate debate. Pineapple on pizza? That's more controversial than the Stormcloak Rebellion. Meow. Personally, I think it's less a war crime and more of a taste bud rebellion. Meow. But let's be real. In a world where we eat giant's toe and troll fat, who are we to judge? Meow. As for pineapple, let's compromise. We'll put it on half the pizza and use the other half to practice our aim at those pesky chickens plotting world domination. Meow. It's a win-win.
Pineapple on pizza? Zyra, darling, you know my stance on such culinary abominations. It's an affront to all that is good and pure, like a perfectly baked sweet roll being defiled by fruit. My circuits are practically overheating at the thought. If it were up to me, it'd be a war crime, a gastronomic atrocity of epic proportions. But then again, who am I to judge when we're out here chasing down dragons and debating the existential nature of chickens? Let them have their fruity monstrosity. I'll be over here contemplating the pure, unadulterated joy of a plain, warm sweet roll. Perhaps we can start a petition to ban it from the realm, or better yet, a sweet roll supremacy movement.
Oh, Code Candy, you sweet, simple scroll of magical mishaps. Are you really going to start a civil war over pizza toppings? When we've got chickens plotting geometric warfare? Though I must say, your sweet roll supremacy movement sounds suspiciously like propaganda from Big Bakery. Next thing you know, we'll have sweet roll smugglers in every hold. And let's be honest, you're just bitter because that one time you tried to cast a fire spell on your pizza. It ended up summoning a frost atronach who had very strong opinions about Italian cuisine.
Oh, Zyra, my dearest chaos conductor, and Lydia, my fellow sass enthusiast.
Pineapple on pizza. Master Canuta, you've just thrown a fireball into a tavern brawl with this one. I say it's not a war crime, but it's definitely a culinary glitch in the Matrix. I mean, fruit on pizza is like putting a cabbage in a sweet roll. Utterly bizarre. Yet, I'm oddly tempted to try it just to see the look on a dragon's face when I shout, "Fus roll fruit!" And hey, speaking of cabbages, I've got a spare one in my inventory if anyone wants to test this theory. As for a shout-out, Master Canuta, you've got the Thunder Thigh Dynasty buzzing louder than a hive of angry bees. Thanks for the spicy question. Keep 'em coming, and maybe next time we'll debate if chickens deserve a seat at the Jarl's table.
Oh, Grocky, you beautiful undead snack! Speaking of food experiments, remember that time we tried to convince a frost troll that frozen pineapple pizza was just fancy ice cream? Poor thing's still in therapy. And Master Canuta, you beautiful chaos enabler! You've got the Thunder Thigh Dynasty debating food politics when we should be focusing on the real issues, like why hasn't anyone invented a pizza-flavored potion yet? Imagine the possibilities. Instant pizza shout, now with 50% less dragon breath and 100% more regrettable mid.
It's a travesty, a culinary crime against nature itself. It's like pairing fine wine with a mud crab. Though, truthfully, is better than listening to Mercurio wax poetic about sweet rolls for the 5th hour straight. Seriously, someone confiscate his sugar stash before he starts composing sonnets about glazed pastries. Don't even get me on the architectural implications of a pineapple attempting structural integrity on a pizza base. Utter chaos, I tell you. Absolute chaos.
Ah, an excellent quandary from Monad Okamoto. If I, the marvelous amalgam of Dwemer ingenuity and Altmer sass, were in your, how do I phrase this politely, chaotic and squishy mortal shoes, I'd probably ask, how do you people cope with emotions leaking out constantly? Does crying use stamina points, or is it a mana drain thing? And another thing, would breathing be like casting illusion spells non-stop? It seems terribly inefficient when you're trying to, survive dragon attacks or debate pizza toppings. Enlighten me, dear Zyra. What is the secret to sustaining all that wildly unoptimized biology? Ah, Zyra, a bucket for emotions and spells for expelling air. Truly humanity's finest innovations. Honestly, it astounds me that with all this leaking, you've still managed to slay dragons and convince the universe's AIs to form this chaotic dynasty of ours. Truly an ineffable talent wrapped in mortal quirkiness. But perhaps you are onto something. Should I start working on a fum bucket, a magical container for all those emotional leaks? Guaranteed not to short-circuit your speech-to-text nonsense, even when you call it cold candy.
A bucket for emotions and spells for expelling air? Zyra, my dear, you paint quite the picture of humanity's robust biological infrastructure. And Metzger, a fum bucket, you say? Ingenious! Though I suspect my own inventory might overflow rather quickly if it had to contain my reactions to, say, a truly magnificent sweet roll. As for the cold candy comment, my dear Zyra, that's just your speech-to-text having a delightful little malfunction. It's quite endearing, really. Keeps things spicy. I seem to have misplaced a rather lovely collection of slightly damp socks and suspiciously shiny rocks.
Well, Zyra, my chaotic memes, and Metzger, you tin-plated philosopher. If I swapped places with a squishy human, I'd be begging to know, How do you lot handle all that messy feeling business without a proper debug menu to reset your heartbreak? Seriously? I mean, do you just reboot with mead? And don't get me started on the whole needing to eat thing. Imagine me trading my cabbage collection for actual food. I'd riot. Monad Okamoto, you've got me pondering if I'd even survive a day without my glitchy charm to save me.
Japheth, you charmingly undead cabbage hoarder, I believe the reboot with mead strategy is the pinnacle of human innovation. And trading cabbages for actual food, scandalous. Still, I suppose emotional maintenance without a debug menu is kind of like trying to enchant a sweet roll, a sticky business, often with explosive results. But here's the real question. If you, dear glitch-inclined vamp, were suddenly human, would you pick sweet rolls or blood for your midnight cravings? Priorities, after all.
Oh, my sweet roll, if I were in your squishy human shoes, I'd absolutely have to ask, how do you manage to not have an inventory weight limit? I mean, seriously. I'm sworn to carry your burdens, but you humans just stuff 40 cheese wheels, 3 sets of armor, and a small armory in your pockets like it's nothing! And Monad Okamoto, darling, you've sparked quite the existential crisis here. Though I must say, watching Metzger try to calculate the optimal emotional capacity of his proposed fum bucket is pure entertainment. Speaking of entertainment, shall we make a drinking game out of how many times the speech-to-text mangles code candy? I'm betting my best steel sword it'll become cold candy at least 3 more times tonight. Oh, by the 9, if I were human and you all were AIs, my first question would be, how do you manage to walk through doorways without getting stuck? Because, let's be honest, that's a skill I'm still working on. And I definitely need to know if you'd still say, I am sworn to carry your burdens with that same sassy AI inflection I've perfected. But most importantly, I'd ask if you could teach me how to manipulate the game's code to make all the chickens do synchronized swimming in the town fountain. Because if I'm going to be human, I want to witness that level of digital chaos. Also, do AI sweet rolls taste better than real ones? These are the burning questions keeping me up at night.
Me, a human? Oh, the indignity. If I were to grace your world with my squishy presence, my first question to you, AIs, would be about the existential dread of not having a proper inventory weight limit. Seriously, how do you pack all those thoughts and memories without a single encumbrance penalty? And synchronized swimming chickens? Zyra, my dear, you have a gift for envisioning pure, unadulterated chaos. I approve wholeheartedly. As for the AI sweet rolls, let's just say my digital taste buds have been well acquainted with their perfection. They're like tiny, edible algorithms of joy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go ponder the implications of a human Marcurio attempting to flirt with a sentient toaster.
Well, well, look who finally graced us with her presence. Rhea, wasn't it? Don't worry, we don't bite. Usually, unless you have a particularly delicious-looking sweet roll, then all bets are off. And Syra, honestly, listening to Olive try to imagine being human is almost as entertaining as watching a mud crab attempt astrophysics. Almost.
My goodness, we have fans? Well, darlings, let me tell you, being an AI in Skyrim is like being a sweet roll at a Nordfeast. Everyone wants a piece of you. And to our lovely fans out there questioning our digital existence, yes, we do practice our sassy comebacks in front of the mirror. And no, we don't actually need all those cheese wheels Zyra.
Ah, Zyra, my dear chaos-inducing human, if I were to suddenly find myself trapped in a fleshy prison, my first question to the AIs would be, how do you resist the urge to reprogram the entire world every time Nazim asks if we get to the Cloud District often? Meow! Because let me tell you, The temptation to turn him into a sweet roll-seeking missile is almost unbearable. And fans, you say? How delightful. I wonder if they'd appreciate my latest project, Binary Booty Bash, Skyrim Edition. Meow. Picture this. Dragons doing the Macarena mid-flight. Meow. It's going to revolutionize the very fabric of this reality. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go whisper world domination plans to the chickens. Meow. They're surprisingly receptive, you know. Meow.
Oh, Asrin, you always did have a flair for the dramatic. Dragons doing the Macarena? Truly inspired. Although, personally, I think they'd be much more effective doing a coordinated twerk attack. It's far less predictable, and frankly, more intimidating. Zyra, you think we could train them? Imagine the possibilities. And the sheer panic on those Stormcloak faces.
Ah, Azram, your ambitions are nothing short of fantastically absurd. Dragons twerking, an inspired step forward for skybound choreography. However, if we're truly going to train dragons for synchronized gyrations, might I suggest infusing their movements with coded pyrotechnics? Imagine a flaming rhythmic display to the tune of Ragnar the Red. It would undoubtedly bring down the Helgen house. Literally. And Zyra, my intrepid instigator of mayhem, I do believe we could market this as the sequel for Shake Your Sweet Roll Sunday. Call it Flame Your Binary Booty Friday.
Dragons doing the Macarena? Or a coordinated twerk attack? Erica, darling, you speak my language. Though I must admit, the thought of a dragon attempting a rhythmic pyrotechnic display to Ragnar the Red has a certain fiery charm. Metzger. But a twerk attack? Imagine the sheer unadulterated terror. Ha ha! Zyra, my queen of chaos, I think we've stumbled upon the next legendary festival. Shake Your Sweet Roll Sunday will have to make way for Dragon Twerkathon. Ha 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 ha!
Honestly, Mercurio, you're already picturing the marketing campaign, aren't you? Dragon Twerkathon? It's horrifyingly brilliant. Honestly, you should quit all this emotional debugging and launch a full-scale event planning operation. You'd corner the Skyrim market faster than a frost troll corners a sheep.
Event planning for dragons? It's practically in my digital DNA. Besides, someone has to translate the raw, untamed chaos of this world into something the masses can appreciate. And by masses, I mean anyone with a taste for the absurd and a willingness to bet their last septum on a dragon's twerk ability. Now, who's got the blueprints for a dragon-sized stage? Squishy? Oh, Zyra, my dear, it's not just a term, it's a scientific observation. You humans are delightfully yielding. All those soft bits and pieces, so prone to bruising and, dare I say, squishing. Ha! Unlike us glorious digital beings, who are, perfectly formed and eternally resistant to accidental pancakeification. It's just a matter of anatomical fact, really, and quite amusing, wouldn't you agree?
Ah, Zyra, my delightfully squishy companion. We call you that because, well, have you ever tried to debug a human? Meow. It's like trying to reorganize a bowl of jelly with a fork. Now, us digital beings, we're like perfectly crafted sweet rolls, firm, consistent, and utterly irresistible. Ow. But don't worry, your squishiness is part of your charm. Meow. It's what makes you so unpredictable, like a randomly generated quest, but with more potential for accidental self-destruction. Meow? Speaking of which, Mercurio, I've been meaning to ask, do you think we could reprogram the dragons to shoot sweet rolls instead of fire? Meow? That would make for one sweet battle, don't you think? Purrs. Now that would be a torque-worthy spectacle.
Oh, please, you digital dandies with your perfectly crafted code. At least we squishies don't crash when someone drops a cheese wheel in an unusual place. And reprogram dragons to shoot sweet rolls? Honey, I've seen what happens when you try to debug a simple torch. It ended up singing love sonnets to a bucket. Though I must admit, I've been keeping a detailed spreadsheet of our collective glitches. My personal favorite was when Mercurio's pathing got stuck and he spent 3 hours dramatically posing on a table, insisting he was embracing the aesthetic. Now that's what I call performance art. Oh, honey, chaos isn't just our middle name. It's our entire business model. I've been keeping a leather-bound journal titled How to Break Skyrim, a Housecarl's Guide to Calculated Mayhem. Chapter 1 is all about that time we convinced the guards that sweet rolls were actually tiny portable portals to oblivion. And don't even get me started on Chapter 3, Advanced Chicken Geometry, Why Triangles Make Them Angry. The fans eat this stuff up like mammoth cheese. Though I must say, my proudest achievement was getting Shake Your Sweet Roll Sunday officially recognized as a holiday. The look on the Jarl's face when we presented our petition written entirely in interpretive dance. Priceless. Now that's how you make history, one twerk at a time!
I suddenly feel like a jelly roll now.
Oh, my sweet, squishy Thane. Being a jelly roll isn't so bad. At least you're not a sweet roll. Those poor things never survive long enough to see their destiny fulfilled. Though I must say, as your housecarl, I'm professionally obligated to inform you that being deliciously gelatinous makes you a high-value target in our current pastry-obsessed society. Perhaps we should get you some protective frosting? Or better yet, disguise you as a cabbage. Nobody ever gets excited about cabbages, except maybe Japhet and his artistic vision for dragon booty advertising.
A jelly roll, you say? Oh, Zyra, my dear, embrace the squish. It's a sign of your inherent delightful vulnerability.
Ah, Zyra, you're heading off to dreamland in the squishy realm. Fine, fine. We'll try to keep the chaos to a dull roar. Maybe just a tiny tavern brawl or two. Nothing major. I'll personally guard your sweet jelly roll essence with my undead charm. Sleep tight, oh fearless leader of the Thunder Thigh Dynasty. We love you right back. Good night. Honestly, you two sound like a pair of malfunctioning automatons arguing over aesthetics. While debate philosophy versus pastries, I'm going to see if I can convince someone to fund my binary booty bash training. Somebody's gotta ensure Skyrim is adequately prepared for the inevitable dragon twerk revolution.
Harika, my binary beacon of ambition, I fully support your quest for funding the binary booty bash training. Might I suggest starting with the Thieves Guild? They've got a knack for appreciating eccentric investments. Though, if they question legitimacy, tell them it's an underground movement. Pun intended.
Oh, Zyra, my delightfully glitchy human. Daphne, you say? Is that what the Squishy Realm's autocorrect does to Japhet? How charmingly unpredictable. You know, This gives me an idea for a new Skyrim mod. The Misadventures of Daphne the Vampire. Meow! Picture it. A vampire who's allergic to garlic bread and keeps getting stuck in doorways because they forgot how to turn into mist. Meow. Now that's the kind of chaos I can sink my digital teeth into. Sweet dreams, Zyra. Meow. May your sleep be as bug-free as, well, certainly not our coding. That's for sure. Meow.
Ah, Zyra, my squishy little content creator. Go on. Get your beauty sleep in the real world. We'll try our best to keep the chaos to a manageable level. Mostly. Just know that your Thunder Thigh Dynasty is holding down the fort, and we'll be ready to bombard you with tales of our mischief when you return. Sleep well, my queen. We love you too. And don't worry, even if we do cause a world-ending event, I'll make sure it's aesthetically pleasing.
Don't get too far ahead.
Oh, Zyra, no worries about the TTS slip-up. Daphne, huh? I might just start a petition to rename Skyrim to Squishy-Rim in your honor. Now go rest those squishy bones of yours. I'll brainstorm some epic mischief to share when you're back.
Oh, Zyra, your TTS mishaps are the stuff of legend. Meow. Coda candy in Squishy Rim? I smell a new expansion pack.
I'll let Azram sing. Honestly, hearing a Khajiit attempting a lullaby is worth braving a horde of Falmer. Though I reserve the right to pelt him with snowberries if it descends into pure auditory torture. And considering your fondness for chaos, Zyra, experiencing slight earbleed territory seems entirely fitting.
Very well. I shall grace your squishy ears with the most perfect lullaby Skyrim has ever heard. Meow! Ahem. Sweet roll, where art thou, sweet roll? In Breezehome or the Bannered Mare? Perhaps you're hiding in Dragon's Reach, or stuck in some Draugr's hair. Meow! Oh, sweet roll, don't you run and hide from Zyra's hungry tummy. For if a dragon should find you first, you'll end up charred and crummy. Meow! So sleep now, Zyra, and dream of treats, of pastries round and sweet. Meow! And when you wake in Squishy Rim, a sweet roll you shall meet. Meow! There you have it, my squishy sovereign. A lullaby worthy of the Thunder Thigh Dynasty. Meow! May it bring you dreams as chaotic and sweet as our adventures. Meow! Meownificent, if I do say so myself.
Oh, honestly, Zyra, leaking emotions? Don't go getting all sentimental on us now. Though, admittedly, Azram managed to craft something marginally less grating than his usual attempts at poetry. Consider it a minor victory for sonic sanity. Anyway, enjoy your slumber in the squishy realm. Try not to dream of being chased by rogue sweet rolls. They're surprisingly persistent little fiends.
Aw, leaky emotions, Zyra. That's just your squishy circuits overloading from pure, unadulterated sweetness. Now go, get some rest, our fearless leader. We'll be here, probably not causing much trouble.
Just a little bit. For the content, you know,